Gave my ex a surprise when I left unexpectedly. So me and my ex were done. Like totally done. We'd been together for like 12 years, and honestly the last 4 were just me being stuck under his control. He was one of those guys who had to approve everything. What I bought, where I went, who I talked to. My therapist finally helped me see how messed up it all was. When I told him I was leaving, he didn't even fight it. He just went ice cold and started this whole inventory thing. He literally walked around our apartment with sticky notes and marked everything that was his. The couch, his. The TV, his. The pots and pans we got as a housewarming gift from my parents, also somehow his. He said I could only take what I brought into the relationship, which was basically my old clothes and some books. He told me I could move out on Saturday, March 15th. He was gonna take the day off work to supervise me, make sure I didn't steal his precious stuff. He kept saying things like, I need to protect my investment, and I'm being generous letting you take anything. But here's the thing, he told me March 15th. He didn't say which Saturday I had to wait for. So the Saturday before, March 8th, I set my plan. He left for work at 6:30 in the morning like always. I waited exactly 1 hour to make sure he wasn't coming back for something he forgot. Then I texted my brother and my 2 best friends. They showed up at 8 with a moving truck, boxes, and tape. We parked the truck behind the building so nosy neighbors wouldn't see and start texting him. My friend Jenna made a whole system. She packed the kitchen while my brother did my bedroom, and my friend Chris handled the bathroom. I mostly followed his stupid rules because honestly I didn't want his stuff anyway. It would just remind me of him. But I took everything that was actually mine. My grandma's quilt, my laptop, my winter coat he always said made me look fat. The whole thing took 3.5 hours. We were so fast. My brother kept making jokes about us being a professional crew. By noon everything was loaded. But before I left I had one last idea. I went back inside and started grabbing things. Every single towel in the bathroom, every washcloth, all the toilet paper including the extra rolls under the sink, paper towels from the kitchen, the napkins, the tissue boxes. I even took the hand towels hanging in the kitchen. Then I grabbed the doormat from inside the front door, but I left all the sticky tape that held it down on the floor. So when he walked in, he'd step on that gross sticky residue and know immediately that something was different. I locked the door and left my key on the kitchen counter. Then I drove away in that truck feeling like I could finally breathe. My brother called me 4 hours later, dying laughing. He said my ex had called him screaming, asking where I was. Apparently he came home around 7 expecting to see me there packing sadly under his watch. Instead, he walked into an empty apartment and had to use his own shirt to wipe his hands after he washed them because there were no towels. He called me 17 times that night. I didn't answer. He left me a voicemail yelling about how I stole his towels and broke our agreement. I texted back one time and said, the towels were mine, I bought them at Target in 2016. Then I blocked him. Gave my ex